Portrait photography is all about capturing the decisive moment. As photographers, we gamble every time we press the shutter button, and we hope that our timing is just right and we capture the perfect shot. In this episode of Artisan Advice, we'll talk about an important setting and approach to shooting portraits that will help you consistently get better images. Welcome back to Alpha Universe. My name is Miguel Quiles. I'm a Sony artisan of imagery, and over the course of my career, I've photographed tens of thousands of people. One of the things that I do differently today that has made a huge impact on my work was selecting the right drive mode when I'm shooting portraits. The most common drive mode that I and many other photographers use is what's called a single shooting drive mode. All that means is that when you press the shutter button on your camera, a single image is taken, and each time you press the shutter button, a single image is taken again. This is certainly a valid way to shoot portraits, but there's a certain amount of luck that's involved in capturing that perfect pose, that perfect expression, and that perfect mood, especially when you're photographing multiple people at one time. When you're taking a portrait, people will naturally move and give different looks to the camera, and sometimes by the time you see that perfect shot in your viewfinder, the moment is gone. It's there for a split second, and once it's gone, it's really hard, if not impossible, to get it back again. My recommendation when you're shooting portraits is to use a continuous drive mode, specifically the low or mid continuous shooting modes. When I'm shooting portraits outdoors, I'll usually shoot in 3 to 4 image bursts. So every time I press the shutter, I'm holding it down to take 3 to 4 images at one time. Doing this will give me a much higher probability of capturing that perfect micro expression or that micro pose that might take a great shot into the territory of becoming an incredible shot. In an upcoming episode, I'll dig into the culling process for a portrait shoot and talk about ways to select the best portraits from a session, but I'm curious to hear your perspective. What's your favorite drive mode to use when you're shooting portraits? Sound off in the comments section, and while you're there, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, as we release new videos here every single week. Now, if you want to learn more about my favorite portrait tricks, check out the video that you see here on the screen, and I'll see you there.